1, 2, 3.
Nah, I'll come in whenever I want. What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Bountytank back. Today I have a special guest with me. Anyway, how are you feeling today? What's going on?
Good.
You feeling good?
Blessed.
Feeling blessed?
Yes.
That is good, man. Tracy recently suffered a stroke. How long has it been?
5 months.
Been 5 months. We actually never sat down and had the conversation of what happened. So it's kind of going to be an organic conversation, man. You know, just me and you talking about this, you know?
I mean, I had to make some changes, adjustments in my daily lifestyle in a sense of still actually today was the day I finished rehab, finished occupational therapy, but in a sense I've been in rehabilitation. I've been home now 3 months. I've been in rehabilitation the past 3 months, just trying to get myself back to moving, getting everything working. My left side was affected in the stroke, so with the difference being just trying to get back to really normal, or I shouldn't say normal, trying to get back to the me now, the normal me now. So I had to quit saying the word normal as in normal what I was before. This is me now. I did suffer a stroke. My left side was affected. I don't look like it, so that's the reason I always tell people I'm blessed. But I do have some ailments that I'm still dealing with that have not completely come back to the full extent. And I would say the most would be in my left arm with my hand, trying to recover my fingers back to full motion, which I have better days, and some days I have good days. So I don't call them bad days, good days, great days.
And if you guys don't know, Tracy, you know, is a personal trainer. Also, she was a bodybuilder, competed, did some shows. So kind of go through the story of what happened. Actually, it took place, like I said, in California. So Tracy had woke up, and this is actually from my side of what happened, because she probably doesn't even know exactly everything that took place, because at the moment they put her to sleep, induced in coma. So a lot of this might be new information to you, but she woke up. I remember she was walking into the room and just kind of collapsed to the ground. And me and her, we joke a lot, so we always joking around. So I'm thinking, she joking around, playing around. And then I quickly seen that she wasn't joking. Something was horribly off. Called the ambulance, which they got there in remarkable time, and which is crazy. It usually takes them much longer to get to exactly the location we were. They got there in record time.
God was on my side.
God was on your side, man. It was. So, I mean, I actually rode to the hospital. I was in the ambulance riding to the hospital with you. And I think you remember this. The traffic in LA is terrible. They actually got to the hospital. It was supposed to take about 45 minutes to get to the hospital. They actually got there probably about 15 to 20. It was record breaking. It was God, because we weren't supposed to get there that fast. I mean, I was scared the whole drive there. I mean, we were flying through lights, almost hitting cars, but we got there safe and we got there quick. So we got to the hospital, and the doctor came out, was talking to me and your aunt, and he was just like, we need to make a move on this very fast. We need to make a decision. We need to go in for emergency, surgery. And I remember the doctor said, if we don't do this now, you could possibly die or be paralyzed for the rest of your life. And I'll never forget that. It was scary, man. I couldn't believe it was happening. Like, wow, this is really happening. You was just fine, talking normal, us joking, laughing, and then this, the doctor's talking about we need to make a decision. If we don't do this, she's, could possibly die or go paralyzed. So, I mean, me and your aunt was just kind of with all, we were distraught, man. We were distraught, man. By this time, they had induced you in a coma, because of the seizures that kept occurring. Then we had to go to another hospital for them to perform the actual procedure they needed to do. Actually, I rode in the ambulance to there too. And the doctor came out, same thing. I had to go back and get some of your belongings. And the doctor came out, was like, hey man, we need someone's consent to do this procedure. And I'm the only person there. And the stuff that was going on, with the family, everybody was distraught, trying to figure out what's going on. So it was like, man, I'm like an outside person, and I'm being asked to make this decision. It was scary for me. My heart was racing. I'm like, I didn't want that responsibility. To be honest with you, I didn't want the responsibility. I'm like, what if something happens? They perform this, and something terribly goes wrong. So many thoughts was going through my mind, but the doctor, and I'll never forget the doctor, he was a good doctor. He said, he's like, I recommend it. So like, if this was my daughter, if this was someone else in my family, I would do this. So that made me feel comfortable. I actually had to give the consent for them to do the operation on you. And, they went ahead and did it. You came out good, everything went fine. But man, it was obviously a traumatic situation for you, but just you didn't hear this part of it, for me, it's, as far as happening, just dealing with the doctor, them to ask me, what do you want to do? When someone's close to you, and if someone's close to you and being asked that type of question, living or dying, it broke my heart, and it still affects me to this day, man, dude. Just dealing with it still affects me, man. I see you inspire me. Whenever I'm complaining, whenever I feel like giving up, I go through stuff just like anybody else. I remember the shit that you just went through, and it makes me suck it up, And I got bad ways of dealing with, problems, but it makes me suck it up and realize what you just went through and what you're still going through and what you still have to overcome. And I just want to let you know, as a friend, like you inspire me, man. You do. You really inspire me to be a better person. And every day I look at you, your energy never changes. I know you're dealing with a lot that you may not even talk about because, you tend to hold stuff in. But, a lot of times people don't ask those strong people how they're doing. So I'm asking you now, and, to be honest with me, how are you feeling? How are you doing mentally? Not how you're doing physically. Obviously, you're back in the gym, you're working out, you're getting back to it. But how are you feeling mentally? Coming from where you were athletic, you were at the top of your game, and now you have to rebuild that all over and restart. Honestly, how are you holding up? What are you doing to deal with it? And it's all right to cry. It's okay. Take your time.
So look, he asked me a question earlier on how I feel. So, I am blessed and I feel great. I have good days, I have great days. I don't like to say bad days because somebody's bad day could be worse than mine is. I'm still living, I'm still breathing. So I really don't want to put that in the air and say I'm having a bad day. I have better days and I have greater days. So how am I feeling? I'm good. On the outside, the inside, I'm still healing. I'm not even an emotional person. But with this happening, the crazy thing is, I'm not even a person. I do hold a lot of stuff inside. But I've been trying to change in the sense of letting it out because it's not good to hold things inside. The reason I'm crying is because I think about, I know I have an assignment from God. And the crazy thing is, how God works. If he would have told me my assignment was to have this, I would have said no. But to be honest, if God would have gave me a choice for me to go through it, and anybody else that I love in my family or anybody that I know, I would still take it. So I would say no for myself because I wouldn't want anybody to go through this. But if I had to pick a choice to ask anybody that I love to go through this versus me, I would have taken the job if God would have asked me. So I cried because, I mean, it's a struggle. But at the same time, I stopped crying because I can get through the struggle. It's not the end of the day going through the struggle. Mentally, I get mad at myself with different things that I can't do just because I'm trying to conquer everything so fast. And I know people are always in my ear telling me I need to slow down. Honestly, I want to say, shut the hell up. Don't tell me what to do. So I just keep it to myself and I just laugh and say, I know. But the thing is, when you telling me to slow down, that's really not, I mean, I know it'll come. But I mean, my mentality is different than everybody else. So slowing down to me is stopping when I could be doing something else that I should be doing. So it's different. Because I mean, I know people mean well when they say that. And even now thinking about it, I have to apologize to people because I push people away. Because I don't want to talk to them. I don't want people to keep asking me how I'm feeling. I'm fine. I don't like to talk about it. If people try to bring it up, I'll change the subject because I'm still living. I don't want to keep going back and forth with it. I really hate when people give me the, oh my gosh, I'm so, okay, it happened. Like, I don't want you to keep harping on the same situation. So, no offense to anybody that I have been shutting off and pushing away because it's just, I have to find my own way to deal with stuff like this. I mean, I'm making it through.
I don't think I would be strong enough to deal with it. I don't think other people, God places certain things on people who's strong enough to deal with certain things. And you're that person, man. I think that's why this happened to you, because you're strong enough to deal with this, to come back with this, to come back stronger and still inspire people in your way. You know, a lot of people give up. You know, I know you was telling me a lot of people who have lost feeling in their right arm, in their right hand, after years of trying, they just give up. And that's not what you know, you got the athletic mentality, you know, that travels along far in life, that never give up, that hard work. And I see you working every single day and you're still improving.
I mean, I don't know. That's why I said when all this went down, I remember being in the hospital talking to the therapist and different people I had to share rooms with when I was in therapy. People kept asking me why was I so happy. They're like, dude, you're so young and this happened to you, but you're happy every single day. I remember literally getting up, talking to people that were down, like even my roommates that I had that were just miserable, just angry. Like I prayed with a few of them, just telling them, don't give up hope, they'll be all right, even though they were not in the exact same situation as me. Some of them could have been less of the issue that I had, some of them could have been worse. But I just maintained the same happy attitude. And the reason I did that is because in all, even while this happened, even the parts that I don't remember, I know God was with me. I know because of my faith that God had me go through this in a sense to help others, to be able to inspire others, to show them a different style, a different type of motivation, different type of inspiration. Coming from somebody like me, you don't have to be the person that I was, but you can be. I believe my job is to, I don't know. I mean, I believe my job is to inspire people in a different type of way. I'm a person that has a way of reaching people, and I'm known to keep others inspired and always being positive to people.
What people don't know is, if you guys don't know, and in total, she's had to learn to do everything over. Walk, she had to learn how to walk. I mean, you're talking about crazy rehabilitation in a small amount of time she has conquered. You know, it takes people sometimes years to learn the normal function of walking, using both arms and speech and face imagery. She's conquering almost all these obstacles in a small, in a small time frame. So I mean, your will is amazing. It's amazing. So I mean, what's your future, future plans? Like, what do you have going on now as far as using what's happening in a positive light, to inspire people? What do you have going on?
Honestly, right now, I just had it in me to start showing people the things that I go through on a day-to-day basis as far as my therapy and recovery. I keep thinking about, somebody keeps telling me, you one person, that I should really share with people all of my struggles as far as my irritations that I deal with. I only show y'all the
All right, guys. Yeah. So obviously it's an emotional, situation that took place, but want to kind of get this on camera. Kind of, we wanted to inspire you guys. Who, if no matter what you're going through, just keep digging, keep grinding. I mean, I was always told, it's a saying that I always heard, if you sat at a table and everyone put their problems on the plate, you would keep your own problems, which means there's always something that's worse that's going on. But if anyone who's going through anything traumatic, they went through any type of injury or similar as a stroke, do not give up. Do not give up. And talk. It's okay to talk to someone. It's okay to talk to somebody. Reach out for help. You need that. You need to talk about it. You need to reach out for help. It's healthy. Tracy is going to be a great person to watch her development as she gets better. Like I said, she's almost conquered everything in a 5-month span. I mean, she's killing it right now. She's killing it. The staff at the hospital were just in awe on how positive her energy was and how well she was. And that had a lot to do with her rehab. She kept a positive mindset. She always stayed positive. No matter what, she always stayed positive. She always kept that same energy. And I think that had a lot to do with your healing. And it's going to still play a major factor in you getting better. As I said, you inspire me, and we should get your story out to inspire everyone else who may be going through the same thing. Is there anything else you want to, tell anybody out there that may be going through the same thing?
Since I've been going through this or dealing with this, and I've been on my Instagram or YouTube talking about it, I've had people contact me. A lot of people, it actually surprises me, people that have went through something, they did this years ago, and that right now they're giving up. Like literally talking to people and say, oh, well, you look wonderful. I had a stroke 3 years ago and I still can't move my arm, or I still can't do this. And I'm like, so what are you doing about it? Nothing, I just gave up. And I'm like, huh? Yeah, I just not gonna use it. Or I'll just figure out how to use one side versus me. I don't wanna use one side. I'm not left-handed, I'm right-handed. So my right hand works perfectly fine, my right side does. I am still trying to conquer to make sure my left hand does the same that my right hand can do. So I literally force myself to do things like I brush my teeth in the morning with my left hand. I'm not left-handed. I do things, try to gradually make sure I'm constantly moving the left side, grabbing the doors and doing things that I wouldn't do on a regular basis, because I do find myself not using it. I do find myself just ignoring the whole left side. So, I mean, your thing does not have to be a stroke. It's just something in life that you need to get over. Whether it's a weight struggle, whether it's something, you can have issues, financial issues, debt, whatever the case may be. You may have lost a loved one, anything like that. But if you're still here today, you're still living. God kept you here for a reason. So I just want to tell you to keep pushing, never give up. Figure out some way, find an outlet. My outlet is working out, really the sun. I need to have sun.
Working
I love
out.
working out.
I just seen her do a 1-arm pull-up. Yes, a 1-arm pull-up. This is 5 months out of what happened. She's doing 1-arm pull-ups.
What's happening? Hey, we're here to let you know how much we love you, how much we appreciate BodyTraceFit, and we want to let you know that you've taught us to do what? Make it a lifestyle!
Yes, Tracy! Tracy!
Come on. Okay, put it down. Eight.
Good job.
Good job, Tracy.
Good job.
Punch her again, Tracy. Punch her again.
Good job.
Oh, set it
Foot down. Push. Good enough. Drop it. Good. Hey, Jason.
Control it, little girl, control it.
Gonna hold it. You okay?
Good job, Trace.
My head off of it. My whole leg comes off when I stop looking at it.
Slide off. That's it. Yeah. 3 more. Up. Big push. Nice. 2 more.
We got weights on the left.
When it's working on opening, just let it go. You want it to open. Because you can bend your fingers easily.
I'm trying to open it, so it is still hard. That is weird.
It's on off right now. Now it's on. There you go. Focus. Look at it. And relax the rest of your arm. Just let it work on it.
It's cheating. Don't get the zip it over there.
Turn around.
Turn around.
Okay, right turn down, y'all. Turn around.
There we go.
Okay, now let me see you clap your hands. Then the next one is going to say, hands on your knees.
Hands on your knees.
How low can you go?
How low can you go?
Can you go down low?
Yeah.
All the way to the floor.
Oh.
Can you bring it to the top? Like you never go. Clap now, y'all. Stop your feet at the same time. Clap now, y'all. Right foot now, y'all. Oh, I said left foot now, y'all. Oh, I got it. I already explained it. Left turn now, y'all.
Oh, shoot.
Right turn. Can you go down low? All the way to the floor? How low can you go? Can you go down low like you never want to stop? Come on, come on. How low can you go? How low can you peace sign with the left hand.
Say it again.
Tomorrow I'm gonna give y'all a peace sign with the left hand.
I thought you said Friday, but hey, Thursday
Tomorrow.
works.
Tomorrow.
But she gotta do it before I leave.
Tomorrow.
All right. Tomorrow the peace sign.
for Tracy Brown, the owner of BodyTraceFit. She's a big fitness advocate in Cleveland, but she recently had a medical emergency that led to her being in a medically induced coma. The charged-up fitness fundraiser included music and lots of moves at the Volt Fit Center in Cleveland Heights. The owners say it was a no-brainer to host this fundraiser to show that they care.